Welcome to the Kuya Dev podcast, where we explore the ins and outs of building a successful tech career. My name is Rem, your Kuya Dev, and I'm excited to have you join me for this episode. Whether you're just starting on your career, looking to shift careers into tech, or hoping to grow more as a tech professional, this podcast is for you. Thank you for tuning in, and together, let's enjoy the episode.
Nabitin ba kayo last episode sa kwentuhan natin with Faith Morante na isang Pinay developer sa Canada? Huwag na natin patagalin. Tuloy natin ang interview.
Hindi ko rin alam. Parang yung, even it's the little things minsan eh. Parang you just want them to update you, no? Every now and then. Walang ganon. Parang, tapos yung
minsan,
magkakaintindi na.
actually,
Iba pa.
yung updating, I think it's not even like a cultural thing. It's kind of like the mindset, right? It's between junior or senior mindset. Sometimes, ito kasi di ba nag-mentor ako, I have internships. Napapansin ko, parang they're in a shell and they want to like protect themselves, but they don't know that they're actually harming themselves.
Yeah. Yun.
Diba? Parang, di ko rin mag-gets. Lagi ko sasabihin. And then I don't like micromanaging. I don't want to like.
Ayoko yun.
It shouldn't be that way. Pero there's this principle. There's this called modern work principle. It's like async communication. It's all about async communication, async documentation, which I'm kind of practicing, pero medyo mahirap pa rin. So they kind of like update themselves into that document, which is kind of good because like you don't have to talk to them. They don't have to like directly talk to you, but you know they could also make it very verbose in a way that is understandable. Pero sometimes, syempre, may mga tao na one-liner.
Wala nga. Kahit na-explain mo sila, explain mo kung bakit, ba't natin ginagawa to. Parang hindi nila mag-grasp na kasama to, lalo pag remote environment. Tapos gusto nyo asynchronous kayo, hindi natin kailangan mag-meet, hindi natin kailangan mag-usap. So, kailangan natin to. So, every time ako na mag-login ako, titignan ko anong problema mo, saan ka na, para makatulong ako, or to guide you kung nakapariwara ka, kung iba yung ginagawa mo versus dun sa goal ng task. At least makorrect man lang.
Tapos ang nangyayari pa with the junior devs, maghihintay bago mag-deadline or before we talk to them. Naalala ko yung senior ko nung nasa XTEAM ako, sabi nila, magko-complain sa akin yung senior, si ito, ngayon lang nagsabi sa akin, ngayon may deadline na, patay tayo dyan.
Yan nga. Ano pa naman, software development, kailangan yung feedback loop ng mga ganyan, sobrang liit eh.
Yeah.
Pagka pinalaki mo yon, the riskier it gets eh.
That's a very good point. Actually, gusto ko ngayon sa job ko dito sa Yocal pala, by the way. Yocal yung name ng Canadian job ko. Yocal. Yeah. Gusto rin namin bilisan yung feedback loop, not only with the engineers, but also with the other departments like designers, product team. I think it's kind of like company culture actually. Pero yeah, that's also important. Like to be a good engineer is not only about your team, it's not only about your department, but also like involving other teams, Yeah. And something that I'm learning.
Yun din siguro yung kasi most technical people ganun eh. They like to work na ako lang, hindi ako pakialaman, parang ganun. But in a company, you work with other people. Software development is a social So it's a social tag dito profession. Akala nila you just write code, you just build applications. No.
Yeah, that's why I think nung nasa Honcho ako, that's what I thought as well. Parang nasa, like gusto ko lang mag-code, huwag mo pakialaman. So lang and I think it's also because lalo na sa mga junior devs, it takes some time to grasp the code, right? And then it's only a second thought para mag-communicate to others, which is It's a process really.
Yung ano pa, they need the need to prove themselves skills wise, technical wise, na parang kailangan kong gawin to para maisipin nila magaling ako. Pero
Oh, yeah. Yeah, may
more
ganyan din
than
ako
that.
dati. Actually, ngayon, hindi ko na iniisip yun. Sabi, okay lang magkamali. Alam mo
Yun nga
yun? Okay lang may bug sa QA, may bug sa prod. Nung alala ko, nung nasa Monjo ako, magka-bug ako sa prod o kaya code review ng senior, no? Nag-code review sa akin.
Yep.
Grabe yung kaba ko. Grabe yung uuwi ako, tapos nasa isip ko pa rin, tapos, ano kayang gagawin ko? Mukhang mali ito Tapos i-replyan ko. Nasa bahay na ako, iniisip ko pa rin. Yung parang, you make it such a big deal. But actually, it's a matter of communication. It's also admitting that you failed or you made a mistake and actually correcting it. And if you need help, it's okay to ask help.
Yun ang parang isa sa mga pet peeve ko pagka hindi nagtatanong yung tao.
Yeah.
Either genius ka or you're trying to prove yourself na hindi naman kailangan.
90% of the time with the second one.
Yes. Actually, sige. Siguro punta tayo sa mga questions. Siguro, medyo natapos na natin yung dev journey mo kahit paano. Sa tingin mo, ano yung parang pinaka malaking challenge mo during your whole career so far na encounter mo in the tech industry?
What kind of challenge?
Commercial
challenge mo to?
Siguro in terms of yung career-wise or siguro, I don't know, in terms of a technical issue or something that you encountered in the workplace?
It depends kasi there are technical challenges that sometimes you have
yes.
there's like technical challenges and there are, when I was like younger, there are communication challenges. Hindi man actually nawawala yun. Until now, meron pa rin. There are decision-making challenges. Like, there are many kinds of challenges. But I guess I would go for the first two, technical and communication. For technical, maybe, para sa akin, pinakamahirap is interview.
Sobra, no? Kapagod.
Ayun yung pinaka technically mahirap. Mas mahirap pa sa gagawin mo sa work. And,
sobra.
And it just doesn't make sense for me. That's why pag may coding exam, napipikon ako. Para saan? Unless, meron akong naging coding exam na he watched me. It was like a remote thing. He watched me. Pero madali lang. And meron kasi mga exams na yung magsusort ka or like mga Amazon exams. Diyos ko, para saan?
Nakakatawa nasa ano pa. Ewan ko, may mga na-encounter kasi marami rin akong binigdaan ng interview. May mga times na parang yung interviewer, nag-flex lang. Parang gusto niya iparamdam lang sa'yo na magaling siya. Teka, di naman
may ganito ako.
Sa'yo to,
Inis na ako. Pero it's kind of like my mistake too because I was applying for a more senior job pero di pa ako ready. So gusto nila ng my working experience with React, Angular, ganun. Tapos yung someone has opinions, yung very opinionated, like thinking about the React JS frameworks. Pero nung ini-interview niya ako, parang masyado yung dinidig. Tapos yung mga questions niya parang kind of like sometimes condescending maybe. Yung mga ganun eh.
Yung mga trivia type pa na questions yung gugunin sa'yo. Mga nakakainis na. Pero yun nga di naman tungkol sa kanila yung interview. It's about the applicant di ba? Pero sabi ko nga through the years, pagka ganun yung interviewer, it says something about the company. Di ba? Parang Nag-plug ka na agad sa akin kung ganyan yung pinadala mo sa akin mag-interview, di ba? Kasi, yun nga, it's a two-way street. Na nililigawan mo rin ako. So, kung yun yung sa tingin yung best representation of your company, I don't wanna work here. Parang,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. May mga hints pag sa interview. Yeah, you gotta see also like how they interview you. Kung nire-respect ka with your time, nire-respect ka with, their questions. Yeah, that makes sense.
nako, pag late yung interviewer, nako.
Yeah,
Ikaw
two-way
pa yun,
street
late, ha?
Oh, yun nga eh. Yeah.
Tapos, yung nabanggit mo kanina about yung other challenge about communication.
Communication, I don't have anything on top of my head. I remember something. Nung nasa X-Team ako, because it's remote, and ito yung, I don't know, maybe you have experienced it, yung sensitive ka sa type ng how they express themselves. And also because of the cultural barrier, parang I felt like they're attacking me, but maybe not. Pero nagjo-joke lang sila. You know?
Yes. Oo.
May mga ganun.
Actually, oo. Yun din, yung actually problema rin ng kasi Western culture is more on direct to the point eh. Tayo kasi as Filipinos, sanay tayong parang paligoy-ligoy pa. So, we've had problems like that na parang na nasasaktan yung parang nasasaktan yung sasabihin ko, no, lang yan. Ganun lang talaga sila. Syempre, hindi sila sanay sa culture natin. They're adjusting to us and we're adjusting to them. So, sabi ko, parang, yun din kasi maganda na parang you work in an international company na multicultural kayo, you get exposed to a lot of cultures and you try to understand ganun pala. Ganito pala tayo. Ganito mag-behave.
Iba tayo mag-joke sa ibang culture. May mga iba na mag-joke masyadong rude, pero hindi naman pala. Pero what helped me in those times is magkiiba pag nag-video call na kayo.
Yes.
Pag nag-video call na makikita mo, hindi pala siya galit. Hindi pala siya frustrated. Ilang beses na nangyari sa akin yan.
Kaya sabi ko pag mag-message ko sa Slack ganyan na walang lagyan mo emoji.
Yes!
Lagyan mo emoji. Sobrang importante ng emoji. Kahit nasabi natin seryoso yung usapan nyo, lagyan mo pa rin.
Yeah, that's right. Itong kausap ko, mahilig yung I don't know what he's trying to do, pero yung mag-joke, tapos minsan may knife. May knife.
What the?
You're killing me. You're killing me.
That's like ang sama naman. Pero teka, nauubos na tayo ng oras. Pero sige, before we run out of time, para I know you have a lot of things to plug. Bilis na oras eh. I'm giving you the stage to actually do that. Yeah.
Salamat. So actually, nag-start yung marami kasi akong ginagawa ngayon. So I have like three main things. And one of that is one of those is called Ain't-Board. So it's a board game community. But
Ain't-Board, di ba? Yeah.
Ain't-Board. Most lang nag-work doon is like all my mentees. Most of all. Like I built that since 2021. So it's been built over the years. And sadly, we're still pre-revenue. Obviously, I'm not a very good businesswoman. I'm good at selling myself, but not a business. But that's something to learn. Hopefully we will get revenue this year. And for me to get mentees, I have like a mentorship group called Project Neo, which I mentor them. I have like bi-monthly mentorship sessions with them, and of course they can like chat with me anytime. The thing is, I used to have it as free, but now I kind of want to make it paid, only because a lot of my mentees, most of the time, doesn't get committed. So actually sa Discord channel ko sa Project Neo, I have like 400 plus.
Nice.
Pero most of them, wala na, hindi na nagme-message.
Nga.
I don't know what happened. Hindi mo na alam kung anong, like, saan napunta yung mentorship. So, I found it like a very good, like approach to have it like, to make it more committed, maybe pay a little amount.
Yun nga.
Meron ako actually na sinalihan na startup community, which I pay for. Startup community siya. So it's a people with founders, and I pay, and it's like, it makes me accountable, It makes me like look at the messages.
Alam ka ng pera eh.
Oo.
Pilitan ko.
At ang maganda dito sa Project Neo, I will how do you say, like, funnel it to my startups sa Ainport. They will get experience. I will funnel it. Actually now my agency rin kami, which kung nakapasa ka sa like my mentorship, like I assess you, and then I think, mukhang magaling to. And then I will then give you like gig work. Actually, nung sinimulan ko tong 3 startups na to, like all of them, na
Sabay-sabay.
Actually, buti nga may business partner ko. I cannot do it by myself. Yung may sumali sa akin 2 months ago. Nalungkot nga ako, wala na, di na makapagtrabaho doon sa gig work. May full-time job na.
Oh, okay.
Sabi ko, help ka pa ba dito sa gig na to? Sabi, mukhang hindi na, ma'am. Night shift eh. Hirap eh. Sige. Tapos itong may isa pa na sobrang galing, sabi ko nga sa kanya, anong gagawin ko para makip kita? Syempre, hindi man kalaki ang pera yung Ainboard or any of my startups. Hindi pa ganun. So, yeah. There are people who I really want to keep. So, yeah, let's see.
Tawag dito, paano yung mentorship process mo? Paano mo siya, or how does it look like? Kumbaga.
So, right on internship siya. Because for me, the way you learn the best is by hands-on learning. Right? So, kasi ang dami ng resources out there for studying React, studying JS, studying all of the things. And what else am I have to do? I can just give you this, and the way I can help you is like, okay, let's go through the problems together. We collaborate together. You collaborate with other, and it's like a work simulation thing. That's the main thing. Yung Project Neo for the internship part. So work simulation siya. You, like, people tell me, ay, hindi ko alam paano mag-git, ma'am. Kanya. And then, and you cannot learn this by yourself sometimes. Or like merging conflicts. You cannot learn this by yourself.
Hindi.
No. Also communication. Dito nila na-learn how to like collaborate with a team, with a senior, right? So yeah, it's kind of like work simulation internship.
Do you also do interview simulations?
I tried that actually, pero it's been a long time I haven't done it. But yeah, nasa yun, nasa roadmap yun.
Nice. Actually, yeah. Anong klaseng mga yung currently, yung mga background na nakuha niyo ng mga
yeah. Actually, nakachempo ko yung isang nakuha na ng full-time job. He was he had the React experience too. Pero mahirap makuha na job eh. So he wants to focus more sa React and get more experience. The same for the other one, may React experience na. And some of them, parang nag-solo study lang sila. Ganun.
So hindi rin lahat CS or IT background, iba-iba rin.
Yeah. Yun nga nakakalungkot lang minsan. Mostly pag career shifter, may dalawa na isa pharmacist, isa mechanical engineer. Biglang naglaho. I don't know what happened.
Lungkot naman.
Yeah.
Sa mga mag-apply na mentorship, magsabi naman kayo.
Yeah, tapos, ang hirap, lalo na pag pag ina-expect mo na may task, tapos biglang nawala. Okay, what should I do?
Di ba? Sabi ka lang kung nahirapan ka, di siya para sa'yo. Di ba? Respeto lang naman dun sa mga gumagawa nito, kaya kakaunti lang gumagawa kasi sa mga katulad ng gano'n na madi-disappoint kasi talaga ang nakakapanlumo na asa na to.
It takes a lot of time and energy really to mentor. Pero yun, gusto ko talaga siya. I really like doing it. What I love about, I don't like making courses, but I love mentorship in a way na kunwari, we have like a bi-monthly thing, right? Na we'll meet kami and then I teach something because they requested it. Because they found a problem while they were doing it. Or like they were in the code base and something didn't make sense. It makes it more, I don't know, paano ba? Mas reinforced yung learning if something that you encountered, di ba?
Oo, pagka may blocker ka talaga na or challenge talaga, yun yung talaga tumatatak sa isip mo na versus kunwari tutorials na kopya-kopya lang.
Yeah.
Pagkatapos nakalimutan mo na lahat.
Exactly.
Pero if it's a challenge na talagang you try to overcome, mahirap makalimutan yun. Kasi na-encounter ko na to eh.
Yeah. Tapos na-solve mo na sarili mo, no? Yun, mas masarap.
Yeah. Ano nga pala yung tech stack na hinahandle nyo?
Yung sa Ainboard, Next.js, and we are on 14 now. Proud na proud, no?
Wow! Uy, mahirap mahirap mag-upgrade.
Nag-upgrade ako from 12. From 12, jump to 14. Buti na lang, medyo maliit lang yung project. So, kaya naman.
Kami nga parang nagsimula kami 9.
Oh.
Unti-unti, parang every few months, kaya natin, ang gapang. Nasa 12 na yata kami ngayon. So, malapit-lapit na.
Every year, no? Kasi oh my gosh, tapos yung React pa. Oh my gosh.
Pero andun yung dumarating yung mga features na kailangan mo Kailangan natin puntahan yun.
It's good to know na may mga namumroblema din pala na ganyan. Sa Yocal, ganyan kami ngayon. We're upgrading to React 18. Grabe, ang hirap.
Sabi ko nga, sinusumpa ko yung NPM ecosystem. Pag nag-upgrade ka, teka, hindi compatible ito. So, yung sira. Hindi mo alam.
Yep.
Malalaman mo na lang teka, dinedeploy na. Uy, ano to?
Tapos may mga hidden features, no? Hidden features na di mo, na nakalimutan mo.
Ay, lalo na pagka, malaki ba team nyo ngayon?
Sa Yocal? Or sa Yocal?
Sa Yocal.
Maliit lang kami.
Din, no?
Yeah.
Ayun nga, pag maliit yung team, you have some, syempre, mga trade-offs ka na kailangan na kunin. Yari, di natin kaya mag-write ng tests kasi wala tayong oras. Ganun.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, ang hirap.
Ang hirap. Minsan, sacrifice mo yung mga ibang bagay-bagay dyan.
Yeah.
So, eventually, magka-catch up yan. Kasi ginawa natin ito nung So, nag-decide tayo So, ito na ngayon. Sumasabog na sa mukha natin. So,
hindi mo in-update to, hindi mo ginawa to.
It's all part of it. Pero, di ba, masaya.
Yeah.
Siguro, bago natin...
Good to know we're not alone.
Yun naman yung parang luxury ng malaking teams. They have that bandwidth to actually tackle those things. Pero, for small teams, ang lakas naman ng growth. Diba? Mabilis siyang growth. Pero sige, before tayo mag-Q&A, siguro bigay tayo ng, if you have any messages or final tips sa mga nagtatangkang, lalo na sa economy ngayon, medyo mahirap ng trabaho with all the layoffs. Siguro, final advice sa mga gustong makaland ng job in tech, whether graduate sila of tech, they have tech degrees or career shifters.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say because I wasn't in your position. I think sobrang hirap ng market ngayon. I just don't know how hard it is. Pero isa lang masasabi ko, if I was an interviewer, first of all, I would like to see kasi ang mahirap, technical skills is common. That's like a normal denominator. Okay, you cannot fake it. You cannot you have to have it. So, una yon. Second is your soft skills, right? Like yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, you have to show that you're good at communicating. And how do you do that? Let me see. I think in an interview, if you could connect with your interviewer in some way, like it shows that you have, in a way that it shows you empathy, or like as simple as mirroring sometimes. Have you guys heard of it? Yung parang you build a rapport kasi. You build a rapport with someone and you get to see that, oh, I'm connecting with that person. Because it comes to how you are with teams as well, sa work. It will show. That's one of the simple things. And also, sa sinabi ko nga kanina, you really need to know how to sell your skills, how to sell yourself. Because you're going to an interview to like show that you're fit for the job, right? And masasabi ko lang, build a lot of projects.
Yeah.
Build a lot of projects, break things. Know why things are working that way. Not to the sense that you'll go into a rabbit hole, but to a sense where you think that it's hard. But I guess as a solo, like if you're doing it solo, it's kind of hard because you cannot really validate with anyone. So yeah, being in a community like this is really good. You can show your skills. You can validate with someone, and then you can join internships with anyone, with me, or with anyone. I think internships is very valuable.
Sobra.
Kind of, look at me. Like I was in my 30s. I went to a volunteer just to get a job. I mean, why not? Yeah. So it boils down to selling your skills, really.
Nice. Yeah. And with that, I guess we end the podcast side of things.
Okay.
Sorry na lang sa mga hindi kasali sa live, but nagko-Q&A kami after. So yeah, thank you, Faith, for joining us for the podcast.
Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Kuya Dev Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have comments, suggestions, questions, stories you want to share, or any topic you'd like for me to discuss, drop me a message via kuyadev.com/contact. You may also join our community by visiting techcareershifter.com. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and chasing your dreams. Thank you again for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.